when you go hang out with Aunt Mary, do you always hear, "Oh, Uncle Leroy's having an episode," or "He's blanking out," or "Uncle Leroy has lost his crazy mind"? And you think to yourself, Aunt Mary, did you say Uncle Leroy served how many tours in Iraq, how many tours in Afghanistan, and you're wondering why he's acting that way? Okay, first of all, the episodes, if we ain't talking about Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, the next episode, or we ain't going down to Mary reference back down in the memory lane. Uncle Leroy is suffering from PTSD, not an episode. He's having troubles coping with stuff that went over in those wars. He had trouble adapting to from being a soldier to civilian life. Now, when you come back from these tours, they go through what they call debriefing. Basically, the government trying to reprogram you back into civilian life. No, it doesn't work that way. Because when you see stuff like losing a friend or just what they call shell shock, which shell shock was a term used in World War One and World War Two to describe PTSD. It's just one of those things you can't get over the horrified stresses that went on overseas. Or even at home, if you're a policeman or a policewoman or a doctor or an ambulance driver, what we call first responders. Basically, PTSD, it is called episode, but it's not episode. Basically, PTSD is dealing with trauma. But it's a shock to the system, which causes mental meltdown or mental disorder. Now, you always want to say, Aunt Mary, have Uncle Leroy talked to you about any of these things? And if the answer is no, then something had happened that Uncle Leroy don't talk about. Now, how you handle this? Basically, just be a support system. Just say, hey, Aunt Mary, tell Uncle Leroy I'm here for you when you're ready to talk. Or hey, just when you're ready, I'm willing to listen. That's basically what you can do. Sometimes people who are in these fields don't want to talk about it, and when that happens, don't force the issue. Just let it be. And when they go into these so-called episodes, kind of like step to the side and let it pan out. And once it pans out, then you go to that person and say, hey, are you okay? Is there anything I could do for you? And if they open up a little bit, then listen. But don't batter them about or make jokes about it. Just support that person. And with that note on PTSD in the military and first responders, this is KG from KG TV signing off. Until next time.